Today, I'm going to show you how to find winning products and do product research for your dropshipping business in 2024. These are the exact same methods that I used to find the product that allowed me to scale my first dropshipping business to over $1 million in revenue in its first year. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Anthony. I scaled my first dropshipping business all the way to 7 figures, transitioned into a private label brand with US fulfillment, fast shipping, and its own warehouse, and it now makes over $20,000 in profit per month. And in this video, I'm gonna show you the exact product research methods that I use to be able to find the products that I built my business with. So without wasting any more time, if you wanna learn how to find products in the exact same way that I did, and to learn from someone that does not only do drop shipping, but has been able to actually transition into a brand that you can Google, that has merch, then keep watching this video. All right, really quick before we dive in, I do wanna take a moment to let you know that if you wanna get access to my complete Shopify Dropshipping Masterclass that shows you step-by-step how I built my first 7-figure dropshipping business, make sure you click the link below to join my community, God Tier Ecom on School. Joining, you get access to my complete masterclass that shows you everything I did to start and scale a successful dropshipping business, everything from product research to advanced scaling strategies. Not only do you get access to the full course, but you can get mentored by me live multiple times per week with our live coaching sessions to get feedback, live feedback, and advice to push past any bottlenecks that you're currently facing in your business. Now, I'm really proud to say I haven't seen any other community with any other dropshipping guru offering this level of one-on-one access to its founders. So I'm really proud of the value that God Tier Ecom is providing to its students. Now, if you're skeptical about joining, here's what a couple of our members have been able to do since they've joined. So Jayon joined all the way back in May, was able to scale up to $1,700 a day and make $850 in pure profit. Vinish went all the way to 100K in sales within 45 days of starting his store. Absolute madman, did 84K in sales in just 3 weeks and scaled his business all the way as high as 15K a day. So he joined right around here, right before June 15th or so, and then joined in, scaled all the way up to his first 10K a day, and then eventually all the way up to 15K a day. Right now, the first 100 members of God Tier Ecom get a free one-on-one coaching call with myself for joining, and you can try it out with a 14-day money-back guarantee. So there's literally zero risk on your end. You can try it out for 13 days, and if you hate it on that 14th day, send me an email and I'll give you a full refund. And right now, the price is the lowest that it will ever be. I'll be raising the price every 100 members, but if you join now, you can lock in your spot at the lowest price ever. And if you ever decide to leave, you can come back at that price as well. If you want to get access to the course, the community, and the coaching, make sure you hit the first link in the description and join God Tier Ecom, and I look forward to seeing some of you guys inside. Okay, before we actually go ahead and show you how to do product research, it's very important that you understand what you're even looking for. So what makes a winning product? Now, many people have their own definitions of what makes a winning product. They have their own criteria and it's worked for them. I'm just listing out the criteria that worked for me to find the product that was able to scale all the way to 7 figures. So you may see some crossover with other gurus. Again, this is the criteria. When I reverse engineer all of the products that I've had success with, this is all of the common characteristics that they have, okay? So number one is high performing ads, okay? This is first and arguably the most important criteria, but you must find evidence that the product that you're trying to sell is already working for someone else with paid ads. Doesn't necessarily have to be another dropshipper. It can be just proof that another big retail brand is doing well. So if I wanted to sell like an LED mask, for example, it's okay if I don't see any dropshippers doing well with that product, but if I see another big brand in the space, maybe one that's been placed into like an Ulta or a Sephora, then that is good enough evidence for me to say that there's high performing ads behind the product. The reason why it's important that we find high performing ads is that you might find a product that is selling well, but someone could be pushing it with organic traffic. They could be doing influencers. They could be doing low acquisition and doing a ton of retention work with email and SMS. You just don't know how someone's doing. Even if you have Shop Hunter or you have SimilarWeb, you have no idea how that traffic is being generated. And because with dropshipping, all of your traffic is going to start out with paid ads, it's very important that you reverse engineer products that are only working with paid ads, okay? So there's 2 main ways to actually find high performing ads. I'm going to give you one method for free and then one method that is paid, but you actually get access to inside of God Tier Ecom for free, wink, wink, okay? That was a terrible wink, by the way. That just made me look like I had some mental health issues. Anyways, so what you can do is use a tool like PiPi Ads. It's a very popular spy tool. Honestly, use any spy tool that you want. AutoDS, PiPi Ads, Mynea, all of them work more or less the same. They do have different features, but the general core function of using them to find ads works about the same. So what you can do is join PiPi Ads or any spy tool of your choosing. Set the filters to show a minimum of 1,000 to 50,000 impressions, and then just look at ads in the last 7 days, and then save ads or products with a few thousand impressions in the last 7 days. So I'll actually give you an example of what that looks like right now. Okay, cool. So I'm inside of PiPi Ads. It's very, very simple. All we're gonna do is actually have the filters thrown on. So I just set it to the countries that I'm looking to sell on. I set it to shop now, make sure the platform is Shopify, and then I set my filters to less than 5 days. So between, anywhere from like 5 to 10 days. I know I said 7 days in the guide, but anywhere within a recent time frame. And then I'm looking for 1,000 to 50,000 impressions. And then I'll go ahead and just keep scrolling through until I see an ad that kind of piques my interest. I'll click on it if it hits that criteria of having at least over 1,000 impressions. And then usually what I'll do is I'll click in to the advertiser and then I'll go to the advertiser's profile to see if they have other ads that are performing well. As you can see, these guys have, 130,000 impressions in 6 days. These guys are definitely pumping on TikTok, okay? So that is how you find the ads that are performing well using PiPi Ads. And then now let me show you how to do it with Facebook Ad Library. Okay, so if you're inside of Ad Library, it's very easy to use this as a product research tool because it gives you access to every advertiser on Meta's ads. So the first thing I do is I go in, I set my filter to United States, I set it to all ads, and then I enter here something usually like shop now. And what that's going to do is get you closer and closer to e-com products. Then once I know that I'm looking at mostly e-com stuff, I'll then start to find keywords that are related to a specific niche or a type of product, okay? You can start with that step first, but if you have absolutely no idea what you want to sell, start with shop now so you can kind of get the creative juices flowing. But if you have a niche in mind, you can actually just type that in directly to the search bar. So I'll kind of show you what that looks like. So if I wanted to, if I had a specific niche, let's say skincare, then I could type in a phrase like reduce wrinkles. And I know that any ad copy or headline with something like reduce wrinkles is likely going to be for a product or service that does exactly that, okay? So I'll throw in something like that in, and I'll usually just keep scrolling until I find something. So as you can see, this Lumi Visage LED face mask, that is an actual e-com product in skincare. What I would then do sometimes is I could type in LED face mask to then start finding LED face mask brands. So if I see a keyword for a product, I then want to see if there are any advertisers who are also selling that product. So let me go back to the criteria. But once you find keywords related to your niche, whether that's wrinkles or back pain, then you find a high performing ad and then you click on the ad to see all of the ads that page is currently running. So I'm going to use a quick example for a brand called Daily. So if I was scrolling through and I saw these guys and I saw their ad, which is completely popping off, what I would do then is hover over their profile. I'll click view ads. And then this is going to show me all of the ads that have ever run for this page. Very important that you go to filters and then you set this to active. So you're not seeing anything that is inactive. And now you can see there's 130 active ads from this company. And if I scroll through, they have ads that are working. They've got some 20 instances or 19 instances, 21 ads. And if we go back to the criteria, you want to look for at least 20 plus active ads, but you also want to look for ads that are older than 30 days. The reason for that is because if you just see someone with 20 plus active ads on, let's say, July 10th, there's a very, very high probability that it's a dropshipper who's probably testing a product with a bunch of duplicate ad sets or a big CBO or an ASC campaign. And so if they're testing, that means that it is not proven to work just yet. They could be testing and it could flop. So you want to scroll down on that advertiser, and ideally you can find ads that are at least 30 days old, because that tells you they've been running some ads for a good amount of time, and that means that they're spending money behind the product for a good amount of time. Now these guys have an ad from March 2023, so very clearly this is something that has worked for them not only recently but also over the last 2 years or so. That is the first criteria. I'm going to very quickly spend some time on the rest of the criteria and then show you a couple of different methods to actually use that criteria and then find products yourself. So we just went over the first one, which is high performing ads. The second criteria is proof of demand. So after you see something that's working with ads, you then want to verify the demand for that product and brand on their website. So there's a couple of different ways to do this. You can use a tool like Shop Hunter, although I have heard that the accuracy of it has somewhat died down in recent years. I personally like to use SimilarWeb because it's a free Chrome extension. You can throw this on any competitor's site, and all you're going to do is follow this formula. So if you're watching this video right now, go ahead and pause the video and literally just copy this formula that you can use for any site to see how much traffic they're generating and get an estimate for how much revenue they're generating. So really quick, SimilarWeb allows you to track sessions, so you can use this data to then do some very close estimations of revenue. Okay, but the main takeaway here is you want to find products and brands that are doing at least 100K a month, because that means there's enough demand for you to take a piece of the pie. Then we get into criteria 3, which is solves a problem or fulfills a desire with urgency to be solved. Now, really quick, there's a couple of proven evergreen niches that I always like to stick to: beauty, makeup, skincare, health and wellness or pain relief, and children's toys. Now, not every product that you find is going to functionally solve a problem in that it literally solves a problem. So you can, to borrow from Jordan Brown, you can replace the word problem with passion. So you might find a product for pets that doesn't really solve a problem, but leverages this really intense kind of psychological and emotional passion that people have for pets. And there's a lot of products like that, whether that's for pets, relationships and couples, gifting. Those are more passion niches that are equally as viable to the problem-solving niches. So solves a problem and desire or fulfills some type of passion. Number 4 is unit economics. So simply put, can you multiply the product cost by 3x and still reasonably ask for the sale price? Basically, multiply your AliExpress price by 3x. And if you can sell that product and it doesn't look too weird, relative to your competitors' prices, then you're good to go, okay? You just don't want to be selling $150 sweatshirts, right? You want to be able to 3x that price so there's enough margin for you to actually pay for acquisition costs. So you're looking for ideally 70% gross margins. Now, gross margins is the profit that you have left over after you pay for your cost of goods. And what's left in that profit, remember, you still have to pay your acquisition costs, your payment processor fees, your supplier's probably taking a fee off the top for shipping as well. So 70% margins ensures that you have enough money left over generally to pay for ads, okay? Now, lastly, number 5, easy to ship. Very simple criteria, don't sell couches, okay? That is it for the criteria of every product that I've ever sold and that's done well and has scaled to 6 or 7 figures. Now let's go ahead and actually do some live product research and go over some of my favorite methods that you can use to find products yourself. Okay, so without a doubt, PiPi Ads and using spy tools is one of my favorite ways to find products, because often you'll see a lot of people who are either ripping their competitors directly, or they're selling a product and they're not using angles, they're not using strong creatives, they have a terrible landing page. So often you'll find people kind of doing product testing for you, and you can come in using the skills that you learn from videos like these, or if you join my course and community, God Tier Ecom, to actually outperform your competitors and just completely blow them, out of the water, okay? So using PiPi Ads, I like to set the following filters. You can go ahead and pause the video, copy my filters, and then I just start scrolling, keeping those criteria in mind, and I start looking for high-performing ads. So I usually go and scroll through. Usually anything above 50K is gonna be an actual brand that you have no chance of copying. So I find that sweet spot to be about 5 to 10K impressions, and those are usually very, very good leads and signs of a product. So I'll hover over and see what this is. Okay, clothing. I generally don't like to sell clothing because have fun with the chargebacks and the returns for people who are getting, triple extra smalls when they ordered a medium, Okay, this looks really cool. Okay, stroller straps. So that's pretty interesting. 5.9K impressions in the last 3 days. Very clearly they're ramping up spend a little bit. So I'll click in and follow the exact same method that I just showed you. I'll click in to see if they have any other ads running. So it looks like they do have a couple of ads that are working decently well. I'll then go into ad impressions or I'll actually sort this by ad impressions. I try to see which ads have the highest views. So very, very clearly have a strong product here. 62.9K impressions. They are very clearly pumping digits with this product. And this looks like an actual brand. Either that or it's a dropshipper doing a really, really good job. So that is a product that I would look into. Again, you don't have to sell the same product. You guys have heard me talk about this before. Find something that's working with a spike tool or an ad library and just sell something that looks a little bit different, okay? I scaled up a store all the way up to $1,500 a day just by copying the same product, but a different color basically, okay? So that is an example of a product that I would potentially look at testing. Go ahead and keep scrolling. This one I know I saw earlier in the video, but very interesting. You have to be careful with stuff like this because a lot of the times the footage is fake or there's a very clear like Photoshop work going on. Right, but very clearly solves a problem. I mean, that is ridiculous if it actually does that. Probably doesn't. Okay, and as you can see, the site, I mean, this is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. Like people just, most people just suck at this. Okay? It is not that difficult, but most people just don't care and they're lazy and they do stuff like this. No offense to these guys. I'm sure they're doing well, but they could be doing so much better. I really like this product though. If I click in, sort this by ad impressions. Whoa, okay. 130 impressions in the last 6 days. Okay, this is for those of you that have used Wax. I mean, he's kind of just wiping the water. It doesn't really look like anything's too special. But that being said, that definitely solves a problem, and it has on top of that wow factor, which is a criteria that we didn't go over because I don't think it's an absolute necessity, but having wow factor certainly helps. So as you can see, these guys are crushing it. I would definitely look into selling a product like this. And it's only been on the first page, guys. So let's keep going. Okay, let's go to the next page. New favorite jewelry. Okay, decent. Italian boots. Raw banana oil. Reverse balding. Reverses balding. Okay. Let's find one more. I don't think. Oh gosh, this is definitely a dropshipper. Shrine theme guaranteed. Okay, never mind. I can't tell this is an actual product. Okay, it is an actual product. Wow, okay, these guys are actually doing quite well. I don't know that you could actually, it's a bit of a reach, right? I've never heard of that product. I probably wouldn't go after something like that because it's a bit obscure. It feels like the market for banana oil, probably pretty low if I had to guess. So I do want to try and prioritize going after proven markets. Okay, this one, I see retinol and I immediately know that this could be interesting. Okay, so it's an alternative to retinol. I'll skip past that. Let's find one more using this method. That diaper bag is showing up again. Okay, I feel like I'm seeing the same stuff. I'm gonna go all the way. Actually, wait. Oh. Dang it, there's one right there. Let's see if I can find it really quick. It looked like it was for a wig. Where is it? Oh, the lovely product research. There it is. Okay, this looks really interesting. I actually know of a brand that does pretty well selling similar type of product. It's basically like a glueless lace wig, so it doesn't show like the lace on the top. That could be interesting. Let's click in. And these guys have a bunch of ads that are doing well. Let me sort this by ad impressions. Okay, yeah, these guys definitely have ads that are working well. As you can see from the site, I personally am not a fan. I think they could do much better than this, but there's very clearly demand for this product. I'm very quickly checking SimilarWeb. Not the greatest stats in the world, but definitely proof that something like this could work. And I would actually be down to test something like this. Just looking at what it does. And I know this is a massive market as well. Alrighty guys, so that is how you find, or that is rather how I find products on PiPi Ads, just doing research using that criteria. Now I'm gonna get into method number 2, which is honestly super untapped. And I'm actually pulling a page out of my old general store dropshipping days where it was all about finding new products and finding new winners. And we're actually just gonna do research directly on AliExpress. So finding products on AliExpress without using spy tools is actually a super untapped way, and it's not really talked about enough within the niche kind of branded dropshipping space, because it's kind of seen as low value or something that is only good for general store dropshippers, and one product dropshippers have a kind of an ego complex when it comes to the general store guys. But I love the general store guys. I really respect what they do. I used to be one myself, so I know how powerful literally just finding products on AliExpress can be, especially because when you can find something and be the first to it, there's nothing better than being the first to a product that has demand and being the first to that winning product. You can literally scale your business all the way to 100K a month in 30 days. And I know because that's exactly what I did with mine. So when you're on AliExpress, I like to use this knowing that I have a couple of different niches in mind that I already like to sell in. So I already like beauty and makeup, skincare, health and wellness, pain relief, children's toys, and I'll usually just go straight to those niches because there is a category feature on AliExpress, and you can literally just click into the category and start doing research with your criteria in mind. So you're looking for things that solve a problem, high perceived value, have some type of wow factor, unit economics, easy to ship. Like, you already know what the product is. You don't need a spy tool to put things in front of you. Obviously, this is going to discount high performing ads, but again, it's okay for us to find high performing ads for a product that aren't necessarily for a dropshipper. So I might, not find a dropshipper that's selling, something like this, but I know that Neutrogena sells stuff like this. And so there's proof of demand for this product already. So I would go on AliExpress and then I would just start diving into categories that look interesting to me, or maybe I saw one product from a certain category doing well on SpyTool or Ad Library or on my organic feed. I know that the concept works well, so now let me go to AliExpress and find something totally unique and one of one, right? So home and beauty or home beauty devices are super, super popular. Like, already this first row are all like quote unquote winning products that have done really well. Again, I didn't need a spy tool to put those in front of me. And I would literally just start going through and looking at products that hit all those criteria. As you guys know from previous videos, this was the first product that completely changed my life. Let's keep going. LED face masks, as you guys know, those are what I sell currently, so definitely proven to work. This thing, this facelift machine, this microcurrent machine has been around forever. This thing has been around forever. It's kind of, you can kind of revive this though, because it's kind of a quote unquote like dead winner, but it's kind of been around for so long that most people aren't selling it anymore, but you could probably sell this, right? Let's keep going. Okay, these ultrasonic face skin scrubbers, these are really satisfying to look at on TikTok or like on YouTube because they squeeze like all the blackheads out from your nose. Again, super untapped. Like, no one is even coming close to selling this stuff, right? There's only 4 sold in the last 30 days, right? But I bet you guys didn't know that Sephora sells one of these. Where is theirs? See this spatula. Oh, so not Sephora, Ulta. So Ulta has this pore extractor serum infuser that they're currently selling. Again, you're not getting proof that a dropshipper is doing well with it, but if a product is in Ulta in physical store locations, it's probably a good sign that people actually like it, right? So that's another product that you could test. And so as you can see, like within the first page of AliExpress, there's already like 2 pretty viable products that we could go ahead and sell. Let's keep going. Okay, these neck devices for like snatching the jawline are really popular. This microcurrent device, let's see. I want to find something like really unique that no one's doing. That is crazy. Let's keep going. And yeah, again, this was how I actually found my first product that I scaled all the way to 100K, was using general store methods and just trying to find products that I thought would do well with ads. It was that simple. Let's see what this one is. Okay, this one's an eye bag instrument. I love that because there's so many people who want to get rid of their eye bags. See, this is an example of like an untapped product. It's just tough because there's no content for it. Okay, that looks interesting. It's not taking me to it. Okay, let's keep going. Eye massager. You just have to be careful with some of these devices because if it's an AliExpress product, someone might get shocked with that device. Let's see if we can find one more. Okay, let's keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. That, I remember we actually tested this product and it actually did well. It was just the product quality was so bad. But if you could find a product, let's see. Okay, see, like that actually looks like pretty high quality. So, boom, eye bag massager solves the problem. Good unit economics. You could 3x this, sell it for like 59 or 69 bucks. Solves the problem with urgency to be solved, easy to ship, pretty much checks all the criteria. And again, solves a problem with urgency to be desired, like with urgency to be solved rather. Like so many people want to get rid of their eye bags, right? So as you can see guys, very quickly, using AliExpress without a spy tool. So if you don't have access to a spy tool, or you just are looking for a different way to actually find winning products, it is that simple. Use AliExpress. You probably have seen countless videos like this. You have some criteria, you know generally what a winning product looks like and what it does. So just use AliExpress to find untapped winners that no one else is selling, because everyone else is going to the spy tools, obviously because they're watching videos like these ones. So go to AliExpress and go after those products that only have like 4 sold, or products that have thousands of units being sold, but no one's really advertising them, or a product that solves this problem that hasn't really been serviced in the market. Like I guarantee you, not many companies are selling an eye bag glass or eye bag glasses. So as you can see, AliExpress is one of the best product research methods, and it's super underutilized by people in the branded and one product space. But this is how I found my first 6-figure product, and how I found my 7-figure product that was able to scale my dropshipping business and transition it into a full-on brand. And so don't sleep on AliExpress, guys. It is definitely one of the best methods for product research around. Alrighty guys, and that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to get access to my course, the awesome community of hustling entrepreneurs, and weekly coaching one-on-one with myself, make sure you hit one of the first links in the description to join God Tier Ecom at the lowest price it'll ever be. Again, there's a 14-day money back. So if you completely hate it on day 13, there's 0 risk and you can get your money back. And yeah, that has been it for this video. I hope to see you guys inside of God Tier Ecom, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.